ahead, and we will be committed to putting in place the real appropriations that will make that work. Thank you, Madam Chair.
I call Simon O'Connor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'd be quite pleased, I think, to actually bring this discussion back to the appropriations and discussing what's actually happened. But I can't resist perhaps giving that member, granted a list member, some advice on electoral approach, and particularly to do with MSD. I would have suggested to that mother, having worked in MSD actually, to not start queuing at 7 in the morning, saying the doors probably don't open until 9, and also to get on the phone. And also to get onto the phone, actually, to get onto the phone and book an appointment so that she could actually go in. So we're hearing yelling, of course, from that member because she's never worked a day in her life in MSD or know how the processes work, but just likes to take someone's story. And I completely agree with Tim McIndoe about the culture of dependency which is created, and that's why the government in its appropriations and delivered and discussed in this House, I think, absolutely showed commitment. It hasn't been discussed here today, but actually the millions and millions of dollars which the government had set aside to increase the incomes of New Zealanders, particularly those reliant on social development funding. That, of course, sits on the background of this being the national government, the first government that in 42 years raised benefits. And it's funny because we always get from the left and those now in government how much they care, but it's funny that when they were in power, out of power, they talk a big game, but when they're in power, nothing really happens. And it was a national government, I remind this House, that was the first in 42 years to raise benefits well beyond CPI. But in terms of these appropriations, and again, we're hearing from the other side that nothing happened. The family tax package was something which was appropriated, an increase in working for families, an increase into the accommodation supplement, an increase into working for families, and really importantly too, an appropriation in the last cycle around emergency housing. There was lots of, sort of waxing lyrical up until the election about homelessness and the terrible crisis. And why I mention that is for two reasons. First and foremost, it was funny how the day after the election and many in the media's leftist mates got in, that all of a sudden the crisis seemed to disappear. Secondly, of course, they've all forgotten actually the millions and millions of dollars that was appropriated to put in for emergency housing. It was actually the national government and in the social development context that was supporting emergency housing. I think also important in this area, and I say this as now the Associate Spokesperson for Housing, particularly in social housing, a government in its appropriations that was looking to work with the sector to fully support people. See, housing, Madam Chair, is not simply about a roof under one's to put over one's head. It's actually trying to put those wraparound supports, and one can look at what Barnardo's Salvation Army, certainly likes of Vision West, are doing. So it's not only supporting them to provide a house to become a home, but the support that is necessary. And we've heard from the other side that it's, once again, the simple leftist progressive approach. Just throw some money, give people whatever they want without question or consequence. Actually, our appropriations, as we work them through, was there to support people. So help them around budgeting. If they need further social support and services, teach them financial literacy and help guide there. We heard from the Honourable Nick Smith again, the work that was done around installation and smoke alarms. Those are elements appropriated as well in the 2017-2018. I repeat these in the House to refute the allegations that keep being yelled across the House that nothing was done, that the national government and the 2017-18 appropriations did not consider anything. One only needs to look at the installation increases to all state houses and to smoke alarms to see that. There's also been all the talk about selling of state houses. Personally, I've got absolutely no problem with that, and I say that as the Member of Parliament for the proud seat of Tamaki. And I looked at the areas of Glen Innes and Panmure where we're doing, in fact it was a Labour Party decision many years ago, picked up more recently by National, of transforming that community. And for us, as a community there in Tamaki, to build these warm, new, dry houses, which the community are loving, we actually have to sell some state houses. You can't build new houses, Madam Chair, if you haven't sold off some of the old ones. So it's an easy rhetorical flourish from the other side to say it's terrible to have sold them, but actually in selling some state houses, that's provided us, including through these appropriations, the opportunity to build those amazing, warm, new, dry homes. And I encourage I will say most of the members on the other side to come to Tamaki to check out these amazing new homes. I say only most because I suspect some who may be speaking after this will be already well experienced in the amazing work of the Tamaki Redevelopment Company, but
I call the Honourable Jenny Salisa.
Madam Speaker, thank you for this opportunity to speak on the annual review of housing